One trader turned $24 into 104,000 US dollars with only 33 predictions. Welcome to Polymarket, where dreams do come true. In today's episode, we are going to be discussing the strategy, the tricks, and the method that you can use in order for you to reciprocate whatever results this particular account has been able to generate. So as you can see right over here, he only started with a very little amount of money, $12, and over time he has been able to compound and flip his money. His current portfolio at the moment is roughly 104,000 US dollar. This is the all-time high profit as far as this particular account is concerned. And if you take a look at the amount of predictions that he was able to make, he only did it in 33 predictions, 33 times. Now look at the power of compounding. How many times does it take $12 to be flipped into 100,000 US dollars? You only have to get it right 33 times. Now this is obviously a dream come true for a lot of people like me who are obviously trying to reciprocate these types of results. What if I told you that there is a way to accurately predict on Polymarket if the price of Bitcoin is going to go up or down? It doesn't really matter whether you are trading the 15-minute, the 1 hour, the 4 hourly, or even the daily time frame. Our group contains information which is going to be relevant to you if you want to sort of, accurately trade. And when it comes to market contracts, we obviously share the best entry levels. We give you technical analysis. We use sophisticated arbitrage bots and also AI in order for us to make sure that our accuracy as far as these prediction markets are concerned are always top notch. Feel free to join us right now. The link is going to be in the description. If you were to look at this particular account, by the way, if you guys want to follow this account, all you have to do is go to polymarket.com/acetake0x. It's in the URL right over there. And if you guys really want to copy trade this account, I do have this amazing cryptocurrency, or rather Polymarket copy trading bot, which is very easy for you to sort of just simply place an account. For example, you can just simply copy the contract address of this account, and then you can simply go to your PolyQ bot and then just add a new copy trade, configure your parameters, and just basically be able to do what you have to do in order for you to follow this account. And this is one of the reasons why you need to follow specific accounts. This particular account has only had 33 predictions, so they are obviously very technical. And if you take a look at their strategy, right, at first they were losing a lot of money because they were going for these types of prediction markets that were dealing with the weather. As you can see right over here, he lost about $16. This was the very first trade, and then he tried to do this other Grand Prix type of poll. He didn't have any edge, and then take a look at what happened here. He went into the Bitcoin sort of monthly time prediction, which he, by the way, happened to have had lost all this amount of money. So he had some few wins right over here with regards to Elon Musk's tweets right over here. He was able to like flip and get a little bit of money, but even though it wasn't really a lot, he was only able to like flip about 0.1%, so it wasn't really profitable. But something interesting happened afterwards, because he went into the Bitcoin up or down prediction markets. And when it comes to the Bitcoin up and down prediction market, right, you can use technical analysis. You've got edge as far as you having a slight advantage is concerned, and it's very easy for you to sort of have a mathematical probability and just basically be able to pick sides that are going to have very positive results. So now, going back to this account, right, he tried several things, he didn't, and as you can see right over here, he was trying to obviously copy trade an account that was trading the order books by looking at the imbalance in the order books, and this is one of the reasons why he was only making about 1%. 0.1%, and it wasn't really yielding a lot of good results. The turnaround momentum happened when he went and flipped to the Bitcoin up and down prediction markets right over here, and he was playing the daily market. So when you go to Polymarket, right, let's just simply go to polymarket.com, and you go to crypto. Okay, when you go to crypto, you go to the daily time frame right over here. You go to the daily time frame, and this is the daily time frame prediction market. So right now the odds are 93 to about 93% up, 8% down, and these are the stats. So people are using these prediction markets to make money. So the way that you're supposed to play the game is do your technical analysis or be part of a group that is very good at technical analysis. Personally, I've got a Polymarket BTC daily up and down prediction market where I post all the trades that we're doing, so you guys can have an edge like that. So as you can see right over here, right, this is the absolute turnaround moment. So forget about all this amount that he had. This is the turnaround moment, and he had about $24. So he started trading on November 12th. Can you imagine November 12th? And fast forward to around today is the 17th of January, right? He was able to turn the $24 into 104,000 US dollars. So if we go back to the genesis of this, right, there we have it, $24. He won it, he flipped, and he was able to have $24. He flipped it to about $40. He was able to make about 79. He flipped it into 101. Now this is a part where he took a very interesting turnaround, because he was sometimes able to only trade with a little bit of money. So he had about 101 in his portfolio, but here he was able to only trade with about $40. Now this is the aspect why you have to de-risk and having very good risk to reward ratio, because not every day is going to have equal odds of you doing very well, and the edge is not really going to be very defined, and sometimes you're going to have days where you have to skip trading because you don't really have any edge in the market and the odds are not really in your favor, you know. So from here he was able to turn 101 to around 407. Now this is a trade that I'm really interested in, and as you can see right over here, we can see his entry point. His entry point was around 25 cents. So mathematically it does make sense. So he used around 101 and bought the shares at 25 cents, and then he was able to redeem them at $1, therefore earning a 4x. So from 101 he was able to make 407 US dollars, because his down shares were only around 25 cents. And then as you can see right over here, he was able to flip the 406 into 732. Then this right over here is something that you know, I'm trying to figure out how he was able to go from around 732 to around 2,440. So I really believe, I guess, he had very good odds right over here, and he just sort of deposited or used other funds, because it doesn't really make any sense. How did he move from around 732 to 2,440? But one thing that I can say is he bought the shares at around 82 cents, and therefore he wasn't really able to like make much, because he only made about 21%, which is still very good. And then he flipped 1,460. So from here, as you can see, right, as he's growing his account, he's able to assess the risk and be able to like decide whether to use the whole portfolio, because he had around 2,964 that he won from the previous day, right? But he didn't go in with the whole amount, so he was compounding. So you have to understand when to de-risk, when to use your whole portfolio, when not to use your whole portfolio. And as you can see right over here, right, he bought up shares at 11 cents on this particular date. So let's take a look at this date and what were the odds. So the outcome was down. So how was he able to, yeah, he actually he won. So let me just Let me go back again. We do that. We go back to the account. So we refresh. Okay. We go to the closed amount. So we were literally around here, 1,400 to 298. So he made about 98% profit, which is very good. So I don't really just understand how the mathematics played out there. And then he was also able to play this is it weekly prediction right over here. He was able to get about 25%, which is still very, very good. So as you can see, he's just consistently increasing his account, and then the magic happened right around this particular level, when he was able to flip 11,000 US dollars. He bought 38 cents per share right over here, and he was able to make like a 3x. He bought at roughly a 2x. He was able to make 161%. So from here, he's got around 29,480 plus all the compounded money that he has, and he was able to get in right over here at 34,683. He was able to make about 54% profit, which is around 18,875, and there you have it. And right over here, this was a turnaround moment where he had around 53,000 US dollars. He was able to buy the shares at 49 cents, and he flipped the 51,000 US dollars into 104. So all this was done in 38 correct predictions, or in 38 consecutive predictions, and you progressively saw how he was able to make all that money. So now the question stands: is this feasible? Is it doable? Can you reciprocate these types of opportunities and chances? Of course there are. There are many opportunities that we have, and one thing that you should get good at is understanding when to place these trades, because everybody is trying to do daily price predictions, and sometimes it doesn't work, because there are moments where you are, for example, trading in this particular market scenario where the price is just weakening left and right. So avoid such cluster of uncertainty, and just go for areas where you have like a trendy type of season where you have those advantages. So this is absolutely doable, and if you're very good at technical analysis, you guys are going to do very well. So if you want any help, if you want to be part of our amazing trading group, we make these price predictions pretty much as often as possible, exactly when we have a very good edge in the market to make these odd predictions. That's when we take the shots, because I understand how devastating it is when you have analysis paralysis. So yeah, feel free to be part of our group, and as you can see, people are minting a whole lot of money. So you have to take prediction markets very, very serious.